Chris Higginbotham in the HR department for coming up with a really good testing process. Everyone that took the test is in this room today, I believe, and they can say that it was a difficult test. And we did keep that test under wraps. And I think it's a good one to use in the future as well. I want to call Joe. So we're here for it. Come on, Joe Wren, the sergeant. Joe, you have some guests in the room, so I want to go ahead and let you introduce them.
Obviously, the most important guest in my life is my wife, Michelle. Yeah. And my Aunt Tammy came in from Atwater. And I think that's all my friends, and I guess you're kind of like my family.
I want to say that Joe is replacing Sergeant John King. Some of you knew him. He was here for 12 years. He just left a couple weeks ago to take a job in South Lake Tahoe, and he moved his family to Nevada, probably to escape our taxes here in California. But Joe is excited about that. He's the first one off the list that we're choosing for sergeant. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. He joined the Marine Corps for 4 years, and I think this is where he got the basis of his ethics. He was a reserve in the Marines for 2 years further. In 1996, he attended the police academy along with, I think, Sergeant Perry, and Lieutenant Collins was there as well at the same time. He worked for a few different agencies for a course of 10 years after that. And one of them was Amador County Sheriff, Newark PD, and Merced County Sheriff. He was a member of the dive team, and a SWAT operator and detective during that time. And he came to us in 1996, and shortly thereafter, about a year, he became a canine handler. He's had 2 dogs. I last name Zeus and Apollo, but that's Magnum PI. Zeus and Axel. And Deidre started the program. Deidre's here in the room today, and it's really grown into a great program. We have 4 canines now, and Joe's done a really great job with this canine program as well. I really appreciate his campaigning he does with his canine through the schools. The kids love it, and also the police work that he's done with his canines as well. Joe, he does have a Chiefs Award that he's wearing today, and he just recently received a Medal of Valor. He has been attending college since we hired him in 1996. He has a bachelor's degree from Chapman University in criminal justice. Then he had to go out and outdo us all and get an MBA. The rest of us master's degrees, but he had to go out and get the MBA. And we have a very educated police department right now. That's something I'm proud of. I think Joe also substitute teaches. He's done that in the past here in our own school district as well. And he's currently taking flight lessons. And he has 3 children, and he recently married Michelle, which was probably the best decision he ever made. He's definitely more organized. I have one more assignment I want Joe to do before he gets sworn in as a sergeant, and that is to read aloud the Law Enforcement Code of Ethics. It's something that we don't hear often enough, I think, and I think it's good to read to the public. So, Joe, here you go.
This is the Law Enforcement Code of Ethics. Every police candidate, when they finish the police academy, is required to read the Code of Ethics. And it's something that we should really bring out from time to time to kind of reinforce why we do what we do. I appreciate that the chief is doing this. I think it's very appropriate. Law Enforcement Code of Ethics. As a law enforcement officer, my fundamental duty is to serve the community, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression or intimidation, and the peaceful against violence or disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all to liberty, equality, and justice. I will keep my private life unsullied as an example to all. and I will behave in a manner that does not bring discredit to me or my agency. I will remain courageous and calm in the face of danger, scorn, or ridicule, develop self-restraint, and be constantly mindful of the welfare of others. Honest in thought and deed, both in my personal and official life. I will be exemplary in obeying the law and the regulations of my department. Whatever I see or hear of a confidential nature, or that is confided to me in my official capacity, will be kept ever secret unless revelation is necessary in the performance of my duty. I will never act officiously or permit personal feelings, prejudice, political beliefs, aspirations, animosities, or friendships to influence my decisions. With no compromise for crime, with relentless prosecution of criminals, I will enforce the law courteously and appropriately without fear or favor, malice or ill will. Never employing unnecessary force or violence, and never accepting gratuities. I like gratitudes. I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I will accept it as a public trust to be held so as long as I am true to the ethics of police service. I will never engage in acts of corruption or bribery, nor will I condone such acts by other police officers. I will cooperate with all legally authorized agencies and their representatives in the pursuit of justice. I know that I'm not alone. I know that I alone am responsible for my own standards of professional performance and will take every reasonable opportunity to enhance and improve my level of knowledge and competence. I will constantly strive to achieve these objectives and ideas, dedicating myself before God to my chosen profession, law enforcement.
All right, thanks, Joe. So with that, are you ready to do this? Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Joseph Wren,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations. Well, I announce Sergeant Joe Wren and ask that you all to remain here and help us eat some of this fine food we brought. And I want to thank you